I'm with the Lake House Group. I just wanted to read off a couple of quick questions that are sort of rhetorical that people ask me that I don't have answers to, but it gets me thinking. Question number one is, if people don't care so much about Harley Clarke, why do they care so much? I don't know. Question number two is, why do people want to rip down the only city building on the lake? I don't know. Sounds like a bad idea. Question number three, who are the people pressuring city council behind the scenes? I don't even know if that's happening. But this is what people start to think when decisions change without explanation. Question number four, why doesn't our city council want a community use building? I don't know. It sounds like a good plan. I'm not finger pointing, by the way. I'm just bringing these points up. And then question number five, why doesn't our city council want a group to go out and raise $5 million to rehab 2 city buildings? I mean, that's like the fundamental question. And then a final question is, why do people think that you failed at fundraising before you even hired the fundraiser? So those are my questions. I think, those are questions to think about because they're smart questions, and I didn't come up with them, but these are what people are asking me. It's the last and only city building on the lakefront. That has to hold value somehow because if you rip it down, there's no more buildings on the lakefront. So this plan was born out of seeing that it was the last and only building on the lakefront and saying, why don't we just open it up for the community? We're a community lakefront. It's the last and only city building on the lakefront, and you guys are talking about ripping it down. The plan we brought to you was to rehab 2 city buildings to create usable space on the lakefront. So if you're on the fence about this, just let it sit. Don't demo it, because when it's gone, there's no more public access to shelter on the lakefront, in my opinion. The Jens Jensen family called me and said, please don't let them rip it down. That was coming from the Jens Jensen family, who so many people stand behind and say they want the building down because it'll enhance the Jens Jensen garden and the dunes. That family said, please don't rip it down. So just let it sit while this calms. Maybe that would be a great idea. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. All right.